Hi everyone, we're here with Donnie Bester today on his farm, talking a little bit on BOERnet and the value that we strive to add to our customers. What we strive for BOERnet specifically is the fact that we've seen that there's a lot of data available, but how do we go from where that data is available to where the farmer can actually make a decision based on that data? And then I've also seen that there's a lot of silos, but I think when you guys need to make decisions, you need to make a decision from an overview perspective. So how do we enable our customers to be able to do that? And I think that's our drive from BOERnet's side.
Having all your data on one platform and seeing it in real time, it just makes the decision making a lot easier.
That's the value add that we bring, and it includes everything. It's from your harvester data, your planter data. That's only on the equipment side. We also take in the human resources side of things. We take in your inputs like your diesel. I mean, what are some of the other expenses, Donnie, that are major expenses that also can be pulled in?
I don't think I want to point out to maybe a specific type of input, but I think anything that you can log, I think that type of data that you can put onto one platform, whether it comes from the combine, whether it comes from a laboratory or whoever you're talking to, if it's electronically in Excel, a shapefile, .dat file, doesn't matter. I think any type of data, nowadays with all the APIs and having access to all the databases, you can actually, I think you can write it there, you can type it, you can do it.
Completely agreed on that. I think that's extremely important because there's so much time, there's important information being shared over WhatsApp or on a piece of paper, but how do you go from that very important piece of information to be able to have visibility on it so that you can make an informed decision on it? And I think that is part, like, it's not necessarily a specific type of integration source, but it's bringing everything into one environment.
I think consolidating all the different platforms, onto one decision-making platform and adding the financial side to it. I think a lot of times you're stuck between either the financial side or the output side, and bringing all of this together on one platform. I think that's where you can see what the effect of the one is going to be on the other one. The biggest mistake farmers do when it comes to data is just leave it there, look at it and don't know what to do with it, and just we'll look at it maybe tomorrow or the week after, and in 3-4 weeks you might have forgotten about. I think a platform like this, the pros on that is it's going to be customizable, and I think the ease of use. And I think being able to customize the whole platform and have people that you can reach out to that's going to assist you along the way, I think that's one of the biggest pros that you're going to have.
Not just for your mega farmers, it's not just for guys close to connectivity. We really are adaptive and like Donnie mentioned a few times, customizable to whatever your needs are. So we've got tailored suits customized that suits your requirements at the end of the day, whether you're a cattle farmer or someone that plants or have multi operations. It's suited for those types of things and it scales with you. So I see a very bright future. I do see a future where we enable farmers to make quicker, easier decisions based on very complex data, because I don't see that things are going to get less complicated as we move into the future. Things are going to become more precise, more complicated, but how do we get that same type of power? And I think that's what you alluded to earlier, is the data to value. You want to convert the data. You've got that data, but how do you convert it to a value or to a ROI? And I think that's really where we want to add a lot of value from our side.